Hello everyone. So this is my third lesson about what steak is all about, cooking a steak. I've already introduced how 2-inch, 3-inch up thick steaks are supposed to be cooked, and how super thin, like sheet of paper size or under 2-inch, somewhat much under 1-inch steaks are supposed to be cooked. But then there is a typical, very urban steak, normal steak. I'm not sure if it's urban, but usually most of the urban restaurants, they cook a steak at thickness at a range to between like I say like 1 inch up, but less than 2 inches. So 1.5-ish, I guess, at a plus minus 0.2 inches, and somewhat like steaks are usually famous, very famous. Most of the restaurants use those kind of thickness because it does not require delicate control. So these, I say bistro steaks. These bistro steaks are all about the fat content. You have to understand how important that it is to know the fat contents in the meat. So there are 3 types of fat contents in the bistro steaks. One is under 25%. Second one is at 25 to 50 ratio steaks. And third one is like Kobe Wagyu styles, like 50% and up fat content steaks. Let's talk about first how to cook the bistro 25% or down fat content steaks. These 25% or down steaks, fat content steaks, are known as lean steak too. Lean steak, a lot of muscle tissue steaks. So these steaks are highly recommended to be cooked at the temperature that's actually below 180. And it can be, I highly recommend to be spiced with the dry ingredients, such as cayenne peppers. Some use a little bit of sugars too. So those 25% fat content or less steaks. I'm about to greet a lot of people here, so I'm gonna pause. So these seasoned steaks, well-seasoned steak with the salt, pepper, and so on, and under 180, I recommend that around like a 160 Celsius or down temperature, and cook it gently as possible. These steaks does not require delicacy. It is highly recommended to cook it at the open fire, but temperature should remain under 180 Celsius. Okay, so that's my point about the 25% fat content or less lean steaks. And now, second, 25% and 50% and 50% fat content steaks. These are flavorful. I love these. I love cooking these the best, especially at around range like 40% fat content. I love those steaks. It has enough texture. It has a great flavor from the fat tissue. And I just love cooking those steaks. And these steaks are cooked at around 170 to 180. It's recommended to cook it at best will be like 180. I don't recommend it to be exceeding over 180, but it is recommended at that temperature. I highly recommend those steaks, 25 to 50 fat content steaks, to be salted with the mineral salt and rested for about 30 minutes or less. Then completely wipe the moisture out and start cooking it at I like to cook them in open fire on a grill, especially smoky wood. I love it, but some people like to baste with the butter and herbs on a big pan too. So these steaks at a fat content around 25% to 50% are very, very adjustable and flavorful. However, I still recommend it to be cooked at the open fire, especially with a bit of a smoky wood in it. Then the 50% or up fat content steaks. These steaks, I highly recommend it to be cooked at a high temperature, above or same 180 Celsius, in a thick cast iron pan. I don't recommend it to cook them at the open fire, but thick cast iron or stainless steel, something they can have a consistent temperature on it. Then it's always better to cook them at a medium rare. That's my favorite temperature, but it all depends on your preference. Yeah, it all depends on your preference, but I like to eat them at the medium rare condition. So now I have introduced everything about the steaks, right? Then when the restaurant acquires Korean style barbecue, but then only serves the thin steaks, that usually means asking customers to cook for their preference. It is really, it's almost impossible for employees to control. As I've said, thin steaks requires a high temperature and cooked very quick, so they cannot work at the multiple table to serve the meat properly. Then the big steaks takes a lot of time. So it is ideal to serve the thick steak at a high-end cuisine. However, the price skyrocket. So this is the reason why most of the restaurants serve the medium size, the 1 inch up, 2 inch down sort of steaks, because those are the best steaks to control the timing, and it has about roughly three minutes delays, so that the employees at the restaurant can work at the multiple tables, especially in South Korea. So that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my steak logics based on the Incredibism, and have a great day. Bye bye.